Alright, so we have Druid versus Shaman, and SilverName starting off with a fairly weak hand, getting out the Raven Idol, probably hoping for an Innovate or a Wild Growth from it, but having to settle for a Nourish. Loyan, however, gets a pretty strong start himself, able to start with the Argent Squire and then curve in to Flamestorm Totem or one of those 3-drops. All of it looks quite good, if I'm honest. Loyan, obviously a firm believer the Maelstrom Portal is a strong card, as you can see by the fact he's crafted it in gold. Getting the Mana Tide Turtle from the Tuskar Totemic. Loyan's faith in his Shaman and his Maelstrom Portal seems to be paying off this game. At least so far. Loyan also playing Stormcrack in his Shaman, just like his teammate Crane. Kind of different, but very powerful against Violet Teacher. While he doesn't have a Spell Power Totem to combo it with, he may roll one, or he may just play Stormcrack and trade the Squire in. Otherwise, Flamestorm Totems are both looking pretty good right now too. He could just play the Flamestorm Totem, play a regular Totem, trade the Tuskar Totemic, and then deal 5 damage to the face. That also looks like a pretty strong play right now. And of course that's what Loyan decides to do, leaving SilverName very much on the defensive. He's going to Nourish probably to ramp up. And then play My Keeper as well. Okay, so SilverName is going to have 8, maybe 9 mana next turn if he decides to ramp up here as well. Which he is, wow, really valuing that Azure Drake. I guess he's hoping that he can pull Swipe off the top. If Swipe is one of SilverName's next 2 cards, he can pull off the Azure Drake Swipe combo. Which he would not have been able to do had he not just ramped up with My Keeper. Even if SilverName gets the Swipe, it's not quite gonna clear everything. It doesn't look like it's quite gonna clear enough. Then again, with Moonfire's help, it's possible. You know it's the card he's hoping for. That's not it. That's a Wrath. Meaning that now SilverName is only able to deal with one of the 03 totems and also one of the healing or spell power totems. Though it looks like he's going to go for the thing from below instead. Now he gets the Swipe. One card too late. Can you believe that? That makes a huge difference this game. The fact that Swipe was 1 card later than SilverName needed it to be. Loyan still has an absolutely huge hand at his disposal. Including strong cards like Fire Elemental. Stormcrack could just deal with that Azure Drake in 1 hit, whilst only overloading Loyan for 1. It's basically a consistent crackle. But Loyan's actually going to go with 2 Maelstrom Portals to develop 2 more cards on the board. While this is a play that is somewhat weak to SilverName's Swipe, especially if he can now pick up some more spell damage, it still feels very brutal and definitely sets up lethal next turn. Could Wild Growth maybe get a Thanos if SilverName even runs it? No, Yogg-Saron! Oh my, okay, so Yogg-Saron could end up coming down next turn if Loyan can clear enough damage off of the board. Now, of course, sorry, so, yeah, now Loyan only has 1 damage. 4 including Rockbiter weapon. 7 including... I think that this is going to have to be the Yogg-Saron of SilverName's life if he wants to have any chance of winning this. Especially with that Alakir draw as well. Loyan seems to have everything. Mind Control is not a bad start, especially taking a taunt. Infest? Where's that mulch going? Oh, never mind. Never mind, taunt. Drawing a lot of cards though. Shadow Madness, not too bad. Lava Burst on his own face! That is not what SilverName wanted. That appears to be it. I don't believe SilverName has any way of stopping these Rockbiter weapons and Alakirs. Loyan not even going to show SilverName that he's got Alakir, concealing that information for the next game as he very quickly and brutally takes game number 1 for Complexety. To their very impressive streak of those recently. Losing only to, I believe, Fate to Karma. SilverName having a lot of faith that his shaman can win the mirror. That is a very aggressive shaman. And unfortunately for SilverName, Loyan picks up 2 board clears, 1 Maelstrom Portal and 1 Lightning Storm. Which is exactly what a shaman does not like to see in the mirror. But SilverName also picks up a Maelstrom Portal, okay. Looks like we're going to see a lot of random 1-mana minions in this game. Loyan's is golden, which means his has to perform better, right? I think it's probably quite possible that we'll see the first Maelstrom Portal come down now. Okay, Buccaneer probably not quite what Loyan wanted to see there though. It's only got 1 health, meaning that Argent Squire can deal with it quite easily, and SilverName can develop the Argent Horse Rider. But, oh okay, SilverName decided to rather have 2 minions with 1 health on the board. I suppose realizing that Loyan had already played a Maelstrom Portal, chances of him having a second immediately were slim, and Lightning Storm just wouldn't quite get enough value here. And now, thanks to that incredible Maelstrom Portal from SilverName, not only has he developed a really strong board against Loyan, but that Dragon Egg even serves as anti-Lightning Storm protection, and I think that may be relevant right now. I can't see Loyan taking another line of play this turn than the Lightning Storm. Unless he decides to coin out Thunderbluff Valiant and hope that SilverName can't deal with it. Which it looks like he is going to do. But I think this is only going to end in disappointment for Loyan, unfortunately. Okay, so Loyan obviously was punished for that Thunderbluff Valiant play. And now suddenly his Lightning Storm looks a lot weaker. It did look fairly weak before because of that Dragon Egg, but now Lightning Storm doesn't even guarantee the kill on Flametongue Totem. And it will barely scratch Thing from Below. He doesn't have the coin anymore, so there's no fire elemental coming down this turn. At a push, Loyan could play Hex on the Thing from Below, but then it's still getting buffed by the Flame Tongue Totem. That is the play he decides to make, though. No? Maybe not. I thought he was going to try and make his Lightning Storm better for next turn. Okay, so the Hex does come down. Unfortunately for Loyan, his Spell Power Totem can be dealt with very easily with one of SilverName's very many tricks he's got. He's got Doom Hammers, he's got buffed up frogs. And looks like SilverName is just going to go completely ham on Loyan's face. Deal as much damage as he possibly can. Putting him down to 7 before turn 7. Fire Elemental doesn't look like it's quite going to be able to do enough to put a stop to SilverName's board. SilverName now sits 2 off lethal. But the Lightning Bolt does pick up the rest of the damage that he needs. Meaning that SilverName is going to comfortably take game number 2. Loyan, like Crane, is running the Darkshire Librarian. It looks like these guys are working together. Interesting tidbit for you guys. A little bit of behind the scenes. After the previous game, in Ina versus Crane, SilverName did request a 5-minute break, which implies that he actually was playing with Ina. It looks like the Anox players are heavily working together here.
The light protects me.
That's what I got from SilverName's kind of behind the scenes hint. Anyway, I may be completely off, but it seems like they are playing these games together, which is exactly what this Team League is for. Double Argent Squire versus double Voidwalker. It looks like the Voidwalker is the slightly better 1-drop in this scenario, given that it trades better with the Argent Squires. But that Flame Tongue Totem is coming down next turn, meaning that... Oh no, sorry, no, the Abusive Sergeant and the Lightning Bolt, it looks like, meaning that all of SilverName's minions survive, and Loyan has nothing on the board. The devastating part of this is that, of course, Zoo Warlocks don't have any board clears, so it looks like Imp Gang Boss is going to be the best that Loyan has, but that is going to get punished once again by SilverName's Flame Tongue Totem next turn. It looks like SilverName has established a very quick dominance of this board. Loyan has, however, managed to develop the Darkshire Councilman, and SilverName last turn opted not to trade with the Imp Gang Boss, which makes it look like he's going for the most aggressive line of plays possible. Now I imagine we may see SilverName totem up and hope for the Spell Power Totem to then get a rather devastating Maelstrom Portal. Or he may go for the Flame Tongue Totem and just get the best trades possible here. Though I'm slightly confused as to why we didn't see the Flame Tongue Totem last turn, SilverName is still happily, completely clearing up the board, leaving himself with Flame Tongue Totem and this this wolf. Timber Wolf, I believe it's called. And although SilverName has managed to keep this board dominance against Loyan, Loyan now has come back with the Doom Guard, which it doesn't look like SilverName is able to deal with very easily at all. So he's just going to go around it. And this is where Loyan's deck may pull ahead, because it's going to be full of these high value cards like Darkshire Librarian that discard cards, but of course when there's nothing to discard you don't lose anything. Now SilverName finds himself having to just try and aggro Loyan down. Putting Loyan down to 8 health. He's got 3 more damage in his hand. He's got 4 more damage on the board in the form of his Doomhammer, assuming both minions get cleared. Loyan really needs to get a taunt, or he is going to be dead in just a couple turns. And that life tap, I believe, is going to cost Loyan the game now. He probably would have lost... Oh, he's still got 1 draw from the Librarian. But he, again, does not get Defender of Argus. Loyan probably would have lost next turn anyway. Or very, very soon, even if he did get a Defender of Argus. But unfortunately, Doomhammer plus Lightning Bolt is going to put SilverName and once again Anox into the lead. It's also going to leave Loyan with only his Druid deck now to defend himself against Anox. Loyan picking up both Moonfires and Raven Idol, probably not exactly what he likes. Even Nourish, a card which has definitely grown to Druid prominence recently, seems to be just a little bit too weak. Or too slow for Shaman. Loyan decides to keep a Raven Idol, hoping to maybe Raven Idol into a Wild Growth or something he can use soon. Innovate, very strong card for Loyan, but unfortunately he doesn't have anything he can actually innovate into right now. Regardless, he may actually pick up the second Innovate here. It's the irony of the too much ramp, as Loyan now has 2 innovates and nothing to innovate into. Meanwhile, SilverName doesn't have the best turn. Unwilling to waste his Flame Tongue Totem, he actually just goes ahead and plays a regular totem. Loyan picking up Wild Growth there, great, but still nothing to ramp into. Maya Keeper is okay, but not allowing Loyan to play his innovates. I wouldn't even be surprised if we see a Raven Idol now. Maybe even for a minion if Loyan wants a big threat. Either that or we may see him pick up a swipe. Feral Rage could definitely be used this turn to clear up that Flame Tongue Totem, reducing 4 damage off of the board. Flame Tongue Totem, such a weak card by the looks of like when you first look at it, but a card that regularly buffs the Shaman board up by 4 attack is always a top priority target to clear. Alright, so Loyan opts to play his Minekeeper as well. Going for ramp again. It almost feels like Loyan has decided in this game, yeah, I need to draw Yogg-Saron soon, or this is not going to last very long for him. And it may be the case that he's holding on to that other Innovate for a method of actually getting out Yogg-Saron as early as possible. Because SilverName's board and hand just slowly but surely is getting more and more menacing. The board clears will be very relevant later if Loyan is to play Violet Teacher.
The light protects me.
And meanwhile, Loyan needs his own set of board clears. That Nourish, okay, at this point, Loyan has to use Nourish to draw cards, I would imagine. He spent this whole Moonglade Portal! Hang on, just shut me up for a second. Moonglade Portal doesn't seem too bad. Naturalize seems awful because he's nothing he wants to kill, and he definitely doesn't want to give his opponent cards. We're gonna see Moonglade Portal, Master Jouster. Okay, you guys can make your own decisions about whether that Moonglade Portal was any good or not. But what we can say with 100% certainty is that it's not very good against what SilverName has right now, and that Loyan really needs to draw into Swipe. Swipe right now would allow Loyan to clear almost everything when comboed with Blood Mage Thanos. Leaving, I think, just the Flametongue Totem and the Squire alive. Living Roots isn't horrible. It allows Loyan to clear the Flametongue Totem, but only the Flametongue Totem. It's not horrible, but it's probably not good enough. So Loyan is going to go ahead and play the Nourish here. Moonfire, okay, so with Moonfire's help, Living Roots can still deal with the Flametongue Totem. 2 Moonfires! I doubt we'll see both of them, but Loyan still has failed to draw in to Swipe. Which is so unlucky when you consider that Druids always have Swipe. It's only a matter of time before SilverName completely removes Loyan's health from his hero. We can see 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 14 damage on the board for SilverName right now. 14 damage, that becomes 11 damage. Okay, 11 damage Loyan is staring down right now. That is half of his health gone this turn. Just like his teammate Crane, Loyan is running Gadgets and Auctioneer. But it's just one heavy card that does too little too late against a deck as aggressive as SilverName Shaman. There is a Mana Tide Totem, allowing SilverName to draw into Totem Golem. I think this game looks pretty much over. But Loyan is not going to go down without a fight. Gadgets and Auctioneer, Moonfire and Living Roots, I assume, to clear with the Flametongue Totem, deal with the Flametongue Totem. That will leave 3, 4, that will leave 9 damage on SilverName's board, but no. Innovate is a huge draw. Oh my goodness, imagine if Loyan managed to get swiped with this Innovate. That's not it. Not sure exactly where he was going by Moonfiring that Tuskar. 9, 10 damage. 10 damage on SilverName's board right now. I'm always surprised we didn't see the second Wild Growth. That Wild Growth that turn just to draw an extra card. But the Lightning Bolt pickup, once again, is going to end the game for SilverName, who has managed to take a devastating